Salve galera do canal, como que vocês estão? Espero que estejam todos bem, galera. Sejam bem-vindos ao canal Jogo Nosso de Cada Dia. E hoje, galera, trago para vocês aqui a nossa segunda parte da nossa série de Alan Wake 2. No primeiro vídeo nós tivemos vários progressos, né? Nós estamos aqui investigando a morte deste senhor aqui em frente. É um ex-policial do FBI, que parece que foi morto aí pela uma seita, né? E a gente aqui tá no papel dessa gente aqui do FBI para desvendar esse mistério, né? Nós sabemos que ele foi morto aí pela uma seita, ele e mais 4 ou 5 pessoas aí também que desaparecida, que vieram para este bosque aqui, né, na floresta, e foram brutalmente assassinados. E a gente tá descobrindo, né? Essa aqui é a nossa série, galera. Espero que você que estiver chegando agora, se for inscrito, que não é inscrito, seja bem-vindos. Estamos aqui na nossa série de Alan Wake. Beleza? Se você estiver chegando agora, não esqueça de se inscrever no canal, ativar o sininho de notificações para não perder os próximos vídeos dessa nossa série aqui do Alan Wake. Opa, beleza.
Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Caldera is a pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So essentially, we're standing in the gaping
Esperar ele falar, galera.
of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Beleza, agora sim, como eu dizia, galera, você que vai chegando agora, não se esqueça de deixar seu like, comentar, se inscrever no canal, beleza? Então no primeiro vídeo a gente investigou vários pontos aqui, né, algumas pistas, né, que a gente tem aqui no nosso mural aqui, né, de pistas, e a gente coletou alguns itens aqui, né, e agora o nosso próximo passo é investigar lá o lago, né? Parece que a gente vai ter que dar uma olhadinha lá no lago lá para ver se acha mais pistas, beleza? Então, bora pro vídeo, galera.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Beleza, então achamos algumas pistas aqui, né? Ele citou ali, ela citou o manuscrito, né? Nós lembramos que no primeiro Alan Wake tinha muitos manuscritos aí, né? Do Alan ali, né? Espalhado pelo mapa da cidade, né? E pelo jeito aqui nesse aqui também acho que acontece o mesmo. A gente ainda não estamos jogando com Alan Wake, né? Não sei se a gente vai começar agora.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Bom, temos essas pistas aqui. Deixa eu coletar. Beleza.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Bom, aqui já temos a página do manuscrito, né?
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
É, galera, então já obtemos algumas informações aqui, né? Tivemos
Whoever
aquela...
wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Então, galera, como que eu dizia, tivemos aquela imagem daquela cabana do primeiro jogo, né, do Alan lá, que ele quer passar as férias aqui na montanha e ele vem pra essa cabana, né? Por engano, né, que ele ia pra uma outra cabana, mas aquela senhora do primeiro jogo entregou a chave dessa cabana. Aí apareceu agora um flashback, né?
Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Bom, deixa eu ver se dá pra vasculhar isso aqui, galera, já que
I
nós
think I saw
estamos aqui.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Aproveitar que estamos aqui, né? Vai que tem munição, algo do tipo.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Aparentemente aqui não tem mais nada, então vamos seguindo.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Nossa, galera, parecia que era tipo um vulto ali na frente, mano, impressão minha. Tipo aquela fumaça negra, tá ligado? Não sei se foi impressão, se também porque esse jogo tem muito suspense e terror.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Isso aí, galera. Então, estamos aqui de novo, novamente naquela cidadezinha capata, né? Dos Estados Unidos, né? Com vários bosques em volta. E temos ali já uma garrafa de café, né? Quem lembra que o Alan tinha que ficar essas garrafas de café pegando direto. Bom, então deixa eu ver o que a gente temos que fazer agora. Tá, interrogue as testemunhas na lanchonete. Beleza, vamos lá.
Hi there. Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich. Bittersweet nectar.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my
Oh,
our
dear.
float will be the belle of
Cute.
all at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days. It's a nice looking float, Sheriff.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Calder Light was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Hello.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Calm down. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
I should make sure I've gotten everything out of profiling. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Galera, voltamos aqui naquele primeiro restaurante do primeiro jogo, né?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Bom, coletemos aqui o mapa do jogo, mais um mapa, né? Provavelmente o mapa da cidade, né? Aqui, ó. Estamos aqui na lanchonete. Provavelmente a gente vai explorar esse mapa aqui um pouco.
Profiling will help me find a way forward.
Tá, aqui a gente não pode passar ainda. Lembramos que aqui no primeiro jogo, né, que tinha esse banheiro aqui, ó. Aí o Alan vinha aqui no banheiro. Bom, aqui temos uma outra porta. Deixa eu ver se tá
I can't
aberta.
get through this.
Tá trancada. Aí saímos do banheiro e já tinha aquela senhora com aquela roupa preta toda de luto aqui, né? E entregou a chave do chalé pra nós lá. Legal, né? Voltar aqui e relembrar esse clássico.
Hey, how's it going? I'm missing something. I should try profiling.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna...
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Nossa, e eu estava me perguntando aqui onde que estava aquela garçonete Rose, né, do primeiro jogo. Então ela reapareceu aqui agora. E provavelmente a gente tá com algumas lembranças bloqueadas, né, porque ela não se lembra que teve filha, que se afogou. Então a gente vai ver isso aí no decorrer do jogo, hein, galera.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. It won't open.
Vou acender a luz aqui, mano. Mal breu, cara. Esse necrotério não tem energia, não?
Okay.
Não paga conta?
Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Beleza, coletamos alguns itens aqui. Deixa eu olhar aqui nas nossas pistas. Deixa eu ver.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. Oh. Nah. It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
here could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Caraca, galera, o cara foi possuído ali, mano. É, a gente tem que fazer igual o primeiro Alan Wake, que ficar na luz, ó.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Isso é louco, cara. Vou pegar a pistola lá no corredor. Ai, caraca, velho. Nossa, mano. Caraca, o cara é rápido, hein, mano. O cara é rápido, hein, galera.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
Caraca, galera, o cara é rápido demais, hein? Tá falando no corredor, mas ele tem que esperar dar a volta, né?
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
Darkness. Coffee thermos. Clouding everything. Waiting for her.
He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it.
Get out of my house.
Vanished.
Caraca, galera, o bagulho tá sinistro, hein? É. Acabamos o primeiro capítulo. Cara, jogo muito bom, hein? Esse início de gameplay aqui de Alan Wake. Tá show demais, hein? Vou pulei a música ali porque não dá copyright.
The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Bom, depois desse incidente aqui, né,
Saga
galera?
was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. Nah. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't look right. Think, Saga. Hmm. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Bom, galera, então esse aqui foi o nosso vídeo da segunda parte da nossa série de Alan Wake, né? Descobrimos bastante coisas aqui nesse episódio. Tivemos várias surpresas também. E no próximo vídeo a gente começaremos deste exato ponto, beleza? Tô gostando já do início da série, né? Tá bem interessante e continuaremos aí no próximo episódio, né? Pra desvendarmos aí agora sobre a seita, sobre os assassinos, agora o defunto que levantou, possuído. Então no próximo episódio teremos grandes emoções, beleza? Desde já quero agradecer a presença de todos aí. Você que estiver chegando agora, não esqueça de deixar o seu like, comentar, compartilhar e ativar o sininho de notificações para não perder os próximos vídeos da nossa série aqui do canal, nossa série de Alan Wake 2, beleza? Galera, vou ficando por aqui, até a próxima, valeu, fui!